Ave Maria, Maria, Maria. Whoo! You guys didn't know I was a famous opera singer, did you? I'm not! Hey, this is Shake and Bake. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you guys are healthy and your families are healthy as well. Okay, so it's been a while since I've told a story, and it's about time I told another one. I've been really busy. You see by this beautiful tan I've gotten. I've been outside a lot and busy, and during the summer, you know, videos, you back off on those a little bit because you're doing a lot of stuff that you should be doing outside. So, but I got a story. I was thinking about this today while I was working, or supposed to be working. It involves running, and it involves sports in general. And I remember, like, I used to be, here, I'm going to put my little ribbon on here. Here, I broke these out. Let's see if I can get this thing on with my big head. All right. You get these ribbons, you know, for doing stuff. This was for the Seattle Portland bike ride, a 200-mile bike ride. It was pretty awesome. Did it like I think 4 or 5 times, and I've also done, like, you know, the runs, open water swimming, 3.2 mile swim, fat salmon. Loved it. No, I didn't. So I thought I'd do another video to talk about the craziness of people paying for these events. Okay, even though I get it, you know, I've done them, and I'm going to use one in a specific event to basically talk about what happened, but also to generalize about the craziness of these kind of events. So the race is a run. It's a 10K run, Sound of the Narrows. It's in Tacoma, Washington, right? And I'd done it like maybe 4 or 5 times. There was one in particular that was a really hot day for the race. I can't remember the exact day. It was June maybe, but it was hot, 85 degrees. And for Washington, that's hot. That's smoking hot. And so, you know, you go through your routine. I show up, I got my little running shorts, right? And I usually just have like a little black coffee in the morning. But what happens right away, you got your nerves kicking. I don't know why. It's not like it's a professional event, but you know, your nerves, you've been training. So right away, you got to line up with everybody in the porta potties. There's like 12,000 porta potties. And then you got to go in those things and do your thing. But here's what cracks me up. So you get there. First of all, the idea that I just spent $35, $40, $50, whatever it was, to run on a route that I've been running for the last 6 months for free. Don't get it, but you do it. You can't help it. It's like this social thing you got to do to say you did it, right? You get the shirt and all that. So show up, do the bathroom. Crazy, I pay the money. This is the thing that jumps out at me right away. So I do a little stretch, you know, the hamstring. I lay down, a little leg up, maybe the arm over, you know, that whole little thing. I don't get too crazy with it. And I drove there, okay, and I didn't live too far away. Please explain to me the people that are laying on the side in the grass and are stretching. They're doing stretches that yoga people can't even do. I'm talking like pretzel people. I've never seen it before. And then there's the sprinters sprinting up and down by the porta potties on the road before the run starts. I'm tired just watching them. I don't get that. If I did as much sprinting as they did before the run, I wouldn't even do it. And then there's the third category. The people that ran from home. They ran from home to the run. Who does that? Who does that? And I'm sure some are far. And even when it's over, they then run back home. Crazy. So now I want you to file something away, though. File away the sprinters and the stretchers. Okay, so you go get in your what do you call it? Your wave, right? And you always put yourself in the wrong wave. You're too fast, too slow. You get in the wave, and this is the funny part. Before it starts, you're with maybe friends, strangers, and everybody's like, yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait, man. High five. Been training, feeling good, looking good. Shake, yeah, man. I'm gonna do like sub 6, yeah, and everybody's pumped. Looking, their faces are looking good, hair's looking good, you're feeling good. And then crack, the gun goes off. And on this particular run, the first mile and a half, 2 miles, well, a mile and a half is downhill. So people are, trotting down the hill, and, yeah, feeling good. And, they're just kind of cruising, and like some are skipping, and it's joy. It's like happiness. I'm so glad I chose to do this. And then something happens at about mile 1.5. because you hit your first hill. And it's not a huge one, but it's steep. You get to this first hill, and all of a sudden you look around, and this is in other events I've been in, and people that you were been in go like, ha, 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 ooh, yeah. They got this new look. It's like this. They got this real serious look. And you're like, hi, hey, hi. They don't want to talk. Because now it's game on. Everything has just changed. It's gotten serious because the pain has kicked in now. And the realization that you still got like 5 miles left of this. And so up the hill you go. And then this thing starts. Also the faces, that look of fear, and the sounds. You start hearing some freaky deaky sounds from other people around you. And you got to block that out. You can't let that get in your head, because then it'll start to psych you out. So then you're going. So you get in, you get your rhythm going, right? You just get in a good pace. And you got them psychos that were at the start sprinting and stretching. Now, here's the part I bust out laughing. You would think they're professional runners, but I swear you will get to mile 1.5, maybe 2, and all of a sudden that guy or gal that was doing those freaky stretches and, sprints, you'll see them on the side of the road holding their hamstring. Like they blew a hammy, like they overstretched it or something, and they'll be over there like working it and stretching, and you're thinking, I thought you were like Olympic runner after seeing that. So you cruise by, you put that in your head. And then what eventually happens, it's happening on this run, it always does. I get what I call I'll call it the sucker fish. I'll be going like in my rhythm, my own little world, right? I got the breathing down, and then all of a sudden I hear something like behind me, like a I'm thinking, what the hell is that? And I look back, and I swear, like their lips are on my shoulder. The leech, the bloodsucker, has hooked onto your backside, and they are following you. No matter how you zigzag and try to get away from them, they're right behind you. The part that starts to freak you out is their breathing. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. And you do everything to shake them off until finally you want to turn around and say, go suck on somebody else's butt. And so this goes on for a while. I eventually shook them. Kicked it into like 10th gear. So they were going through. But here's the thing. As you go with each mile, especially this run, it was hot. Those people that looked so good at the start, I'd say by mile 5, 6, after a couple more hills, the best part's coming, they look like The Walking Dead. I mean, the hair, the boogers coming out, spitting, left arms, and their faces are hanging. The people are having strokes. These are the same happy people at the start that were like, this is so... They look like zombies now from The Walking Dead. Best part's coming. That last mile and a half. See, everybody killed themselves going into it. That last mile and a half it's a long hill. It's grueling, this thing. And it's 85 degrees, smoking hot. And not only do people look crazy, they are vicious. They lose all morality for other people. Because this guy is like maybe 50 feet, an older guy, right? He's like, one arm is down. I think he's having a stage like, and the next thing I know, he burns in. He's like, grabs his chest. I swear he goes in head first. You think people would have stopped to do CPR or to help do something, right? People were OJing him, sidestepping him, and leaping over him as quick as they could. And you block that out of your mind. You don't want to acknowledge you just saw that, because you're trying to survive at this point to make it to the end. You don't want to see that. And so people are just going by, and I can hear him behind me. I mean, I'm ashamed. I should have stopped. I can hear him behind me. I don't know if he made it. He could have died on that run. But I was so delirious, and everybody else was. We just kept going. That's horrible. That's horrible. You give me a thumbs down right now just for that. Best part's coming. So out the hill we go. And I mean, it's brutal. People are spraying water on us. I mean, and again, in my mind, and I know other people's, you're saying, I'll never do this again. You'll be back next year. It never fails. So I get towards the finish, and now I'm kicking it. I mean, I'm in Ranger mode. I'm going to finish strong. You want to finish strong. So, because, I mean, there's the finish line. Everybody's looking, your family, friends, whatever. And here I'm coming. I even ripped my shirt off. My man boobs were out. My hairy back. It was ugly. And I pushed through, right? But as I'm coming in, all these people are looking at me. I'm thinking, like, looking in my direction. I thought, what is going on? I mean, is there something freaky going on? Did I inspire them? What is it? So I break through the finish, and I think... but they're looking behind me. I thought, what the hell? So I turn around, I'm like, I got smacked. And I look back. And I'll never forget this. Because the people were horrified. Women, men, horrified. I look back. There's an old dude coming, 60, 65. And he's pushing hard at the end. His arms, and he's got them little tiny running shorts on, right? Now, when you know you're old, I mean, this is a mother nature. You know, your goods down there, you know, your cojones, your testas, you know, they start to drop. They hang, right? So he's in his 60s, right? Otherwise known as, I'll call him OMB. You know what that stands for, right? Old man. Mm-hmm. Well, look, and my man, what happened is, that plus the heat they were even and the run, they had fallen out his shorts. These bad boys were hanging to almost his kneecap and just were swollen and swinging. It was the most gross. I mean, women were horrified. Men were horrified. And here's the best part. He could have been running for miles like that. Either he didn't care. He didn't care because he was, or he didn't know. One of the two. But them babies were just slapping each stride. And he finished across that finish line with those old man balls swinging in the air, slapping that thigh. And that's the kind of crazy stuff you see in those runs, is people lose their minds. Now, I don't know if you've done some of those things, but tell me I'm lying, because it gets crazy. And the funniest part, you will do it again. You will pay money for that torture. So this is Shake and Bake. Stay tuned for more videos, more gaming videos. Hope you guys enjoy that story. If you want to give me the thumbs down for jumping over the old dude, I would do it. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for likes. And I'll see you guys in the gaming world.